You know, our plight in life is to be conformed to the image and likeness of Christ. That's Romans 8:29. It tells us that. Galatians 2:20 says that we've been crucified with Christ. It's no longer us who live, but Christ lives in us. You know, scripture after scripture, Matthew 10 tells us to deny ourselves, take the cross, follow him. 1 Corinthians 15 says, I die daily. And all these passages allude to, John the Baptist said, I must decrease, he must increase. What they all allude to is simply that we must get out of the way and let Jesus be fully formed in us. That's why I'm talking about now. The problem's not the problem. We're the problem. You see, and after you've been married for 20 years and your wife still hangs the towel the wrong way, your husband's still doing the same thing. Somebody said, Pastor, why am I so mad all the time? He makes me so angry. But you've been married for 23 years and he's still making you angry? He's not the problem anymore. You're the problem. You need Jesus. It's just a showing that you lack Christ in your life. And it's Christ in us is the only hope of glory. And that's where a lot of people are missing it. Look, whether you live or die, you're going to have those bills on the table, the cell phone bill, insurance bill, sometimes the IRS and different people coming after you. And it's up to you to know how to deal with it. So that's where you need Christ. The problem's not the problem. You're the problem. You need Jesus. That's the issue. And people don't understand the stone that the builders rejected is the chief cornerstone. So you're rejecting Christ in your life. He's the one that enables you. He said, take my yoke. My yoke is easy. My burden is light. Don't be carrying all that weight yourself. So die to self. If you could die, just simply die to your soulish ambitions and selfish desires and let him rise up in you. Nothing will bother you. You won't trip. You won't be sweating and troubled about stuff. Children of Israel saw those giants and they cried and wept all night in Numbers chapter 14. And you can weep all night long and get up the next morning. The giants are still there. And that's the deal. So crying doesn't help. Worrying doesn't help. Everything's still going to be there. And what I'm saying is the problem's not the problem. You're the problem. You need Jesus. If your husband's still honoring, your wife's still rebellious, and it's been 15, 20, 25 years and it still bothers you, they're not the problem anymore. Don't complain. You need Jesus. The problem's not the problem. You are.